This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Today's discussion is the stock market is a debacle today, a further argument for index investing. So here's the deal. The market itself is a disaster today. It's down 1.4% or so. At least the S&P is at this point. That means if you got a $1 million portfolio, you would have lost, I don't know what the number is, $14,000 today so far, not $140,000 today, which would be 14%. But see, this sounds bad. You're down 1.4%. But the difference is these individual volatility numbers from yesterday give me a sense of why it's so important to be an index investor versus an individual stock investor, absent the very few of us that can pick stocks right. JetBlue fell 8% yesterday. Uber fell 5.7%. Caterpillar rose 8.85%. Norwegian Cruise Lines dropped 12%. Zebra Technologies dropped 17%. Arista Networks rose 19%. These are all big volatility numbers, far more than the 1.4% the S&P index is down today in a very tough day for the index after the U.S. debt being downgraded. Why does this matter? This matters because you're far better off buying the index, and even on a bad day being down 1% to 2%, versus buying individual stocks and guessing wrong and being down 17% in the case of Zebra, 8% or so in the case of some of these other companies, JetBlue, almost 6% in the case of Uber and so forth. The reality is, and Warren Buffett has said this very, very often, he has said that almost all of us should be index investing. I do it the Vanguard S&P Index Fund, the VOO, the cost, the expense is very, very low, and I get the whole bailiwick of S&P stocks in one place versus trying to guess this stock's going to be up, this stock's going to be up, that stock's going to be up. The 4 or 5 stocks that I've invested in individually, I've done so based on some concept, some conviction, some thesis. I'm as wrong as I am right, and certainly don't believe it's a smart way for me to bet. So today's lesson is the stock market's a debacle, another reason to invest in index funds, because none of us can pick individual stocks. The other lesson today is don't sell the dips, stay in there for the long run, and hopefully we'll all be okay. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We'll be back at you today with one more podcast on a business and market update. And thank you to our wonderful producer, Chanel Bunger, the best in the business. Thank you very much.